I'm doing a quick maintenance on my 3500 RX28. I figured I should take a video and share it to you guys. This is my like a daily drive, the one that I always use because it's not slow like the 2500 and it's not too fast like the modified cars. It has the PN 3500 motor. This is for our super stock class in LEMO. I haven't really touched the car since after the regionals, the PN regionals, so I'm gonna do a quick maintenance on it. I'm not gonna touch the tires. I know last time I used it, it was still working, so I'm gonna just keep that. I'm just gonna grease the suspension, do the diff, and check the ride height. Okay, first thing is let's do the ball diff. Oh, it's plastic. Yeah, because this is my my beater car. Car just works. Usually I use the aluminum wheel nuts. I don't super glue the bearings. I just leave it loose. I tried super gluing them, but then the glue comes off like on the first lap. And I don't really want to glue them. It works. I've been using it like this. Let me just check the bearings. I'm just trying to feel if there's a like grainy spots. Smooth. Oh, it's smooth. And it doesn't feel like it's dry. Usually I run dry bearings, but that one doesn't feel dry. Okay, so let's put this to the side. I use Kyosho ball diff with the stock Kyosho pressure plates with the PN spur. 53 tooth. Loosen that up. Flathead. The electric cleaner. Dirty. I haven't cleaned the car in a while. Get a paper towel. Now for the diff balls. Oh, you know what? I'll do that last. Let me clean this first. The pressure plates. I'm just cleaning it. So because the Kyosho plates are smaller in diameter compared to the stock PN ball diff, and where the ball is positioned, the balls are on the outside. I don't use the oval. I use the round ones. When I use the Kyosho, you see it? There's opening there. So the balls are actually riding almost at the edge of the diff plates. Not sure if you can see it, but it's right there at the edge. Not actually right at the edge, but still on the inside of the plate. So it's fine to use it. I have been using it. This is actually the ball diffs. Oh, I have 3 of them that I use for the regional race. Just gonna sand it down. I can still see the line. All right, there you go. It's quick. I don't, because I rebuild my diff pretty often, so I don't put a dent, or I don't scar the pressure plate. Also, the Kyosho diff plates are harder than the other ball diffs you can buy. So yeah, once done, then I just wipe it. This one. This back. Just gonna roll the diff balls on this blue towel. And then grease. Just a little bit. I don't go crazy with the grease, so it's not spraying everywhere. Okay, now this one goes this way. I'm just gonna put it in the round ones. I don't like using the oval. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'll put a little bit of grease, the one I have on my hand. Not, like I said, not a lot. I didn't even put one on the other side, which is fine. See, it's not that much. And this would last me for sure over 1200 laps. Like I said, this is my my beater car, like my daily drive, the one I like to drive all the time. So it's got more miles than the other 2 cars. The other 2 cars, which are the 2500 car and the mod. Okay, so that is done. Let's put that back. My technique here is I would tighten it enough, just like that. Now, I didn't even torque it down to where there's a play, and then I'd put the wheel in the back and then tighten it. Until you lose the gap from the hub and the motor pod. See, there's still play. Crank it a little bit more. There you go. And then tighten it. This, you don't need to crank on it. That's good enough. It shouldn't back out unless if the wheel nut, the plastic part in the wheel nut is not in the threaded area. If it's out of the threaded area, then you want to flip the wheel nut. The reason why that's happening is because you bought the wrong nut. They have these cheap ones where you buy like $1 for 20 pieces or something like that. But the aluminum wheel nuts, and they're thicker. That's not what you want to use. So maybe you can use it, but anyway, if the rubber piece or the plastic part on the wheel nut is not touching the threaded area, then you want to flip that wheel nut to make sure that the wheel won't come off. Okay, now let's do this side. It looks like I have a washer in there too. And then for this one, I'm going to use the plastic nut. I think this is BN. It's moving a little bit. Tighten it. Still moving. That's the reason why I have the shim in there, because it's, there you go. Okay. Ooh, you can tell it's still loose. So I'm gonna tighten that. How can you tell if it's too tight? Experience. I just go by the feel. Oh, right now it feels a little tight. It feels, you can hear it. It feels tight. But when I spin it, it's like it's loose. Feels good. It's quick. So diff is done. Now let's do the suspension. Let's do the front. Okay. Let's do this one right. I'm like rushing here. This is exactly how I would do it. I'm gonna pretend that I'm not rushing so I can do it properly. Okay, where is the... That's the step that I didn't do with the other shock because I was rushing. Okay. Actually, let's check if it's smooth on this side. Yep. Now, this actually looks like it's a lot of grease. And I put too much, but well, it's fine. No, it's much cleaner. This side, the shock on that side is cleaner because I forgot to clean the top part, the threaded area on this side. Okay. Loosen that up. I'm just cleaning it. Just removing the old grease and the buildup. It's not that dirty. Looks like I just cleaned this one. Yep, not that dirty. Spring. It's like I'm forgetting which one goes in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of grease. here after I put on the spring and everything. And the set screw. Okay, that's done. Now the sides. This is always dirty. Yep. Just trying to clean the inside. I'm gonna remove that excess grease. Okay, so grease. Okay, now that's done. It's time to put the battery in and do the ride height. You want to put the battery when you're doing the ride height. 1.9 in the front. So 1.7, 1.9. This one is like 1.7, 1.8. But that's okay because the tire's not even. It's still good. Yeah, you can tell this one is the front. This one has more meat than this. I'm going to check the tweak. And then check the ride height again. It's good. Barely. This side is like barely lifting, but it's pretty close. I'm not gonna touch it. Oh yeah, this one is way off. Yeah, this one is off. I'm gonna work on that tweak part. I'm gonna end this video right here. I'm gonna fix the tweak. Yeah, that's all I do. Let me just mention that I don't put that much grease in the ball diff because the idea is to have the ball diffs roll on the pressure plates. If you put too much, the balls can actually just slide. Okay, you want it to roll. And also, I don't want the grease to be splashing all over the place. It gets really messy. I also want to mention that I'm running the Marca Radial 15s on this car as well. But this one, since it's a slower car, I used the Kyosho tire tape and I went over the lip here on the inside just to make sure that the edge of the tire is also taped onto the rim. And the Kyosho tape are really good for slower cars. But the front, I always glue the front. I don't trust the tire tape for the front. I think that's it. I think the car is ready to race sometime this week, hopefully. I've been lazy, but yeah. Also, if you guys want to check out the settings on my speed control, and I think I have a couple other stuff that I posted on my YouTube community page, you can just check it out. And if you ask me for something that I need to take a picture of, I can also do that on my page. I'm gonna put it in the community page. Okay.